Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tracy and this is my channel, A World of Stitches. Today's Flosstube. I have got a couple of other videos I need to get done in the next week or so. I haven't done a massive ton of stitching. I started to get my stitching book back last weekend. Was it last weekend? No, it was my last Flosstube. After I did my Flosstube, I'd started to get my stitching book back and I was so chuffed, and then by Monday evening, bam, flew. Robert already had it, then I had it from Monday night onwards, and then Ellie got it last. Riley's got out of it scot-free, he never even caught it, Lord knows how, considering the rest of the house was ill. And Tyler, but Tyler's rarely here now that he's got a car and he's off out doing what he wants to do, but the flu was bad, really, really bad. It knocked me for 6. I think all I felt like doing was sleeping. And it left me with a cough then, which I tried not to cough, just because I'm one of those people that when I cough too hard, it makes me gag. Anyway, it's left me with that, so I try not to cough. But when Ellie makes me laugh, yeah, I got no chance. So, regarding stitching, I haven't done too much. I've touched, what, 4, 5 things? Yeah, something like that. So, I'm just going to share those with you now. My stitching book has actually come back as of yesterday. I actually got my Mickey's artist piece out yesterday. I got him out once in the week as well, but didn't do too many, and then yesterday I was just well away on it. So, I'll start with the smaller things first. This one, I don't remember it. I'm sure I've stitched on it since last Flosstube. I'll go through my pictures and I'll find out when I edit the video. But this is where I'm up to. It is plastic canvas because it is a bookmark. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm sure I hadn't done this last time, and I think I've dropped that a bit more. You'll see, it'll be on the screen. I'll find out when I edit this video. But I do have the other one to do as well, because it is supposed to be double-sided, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stitch one for Ellie, one for Riley, because they both love Harry Potter. I'll have to make my own tassel though, because it only comes with one, obviously, for the bookmark. Unless the kids say they don't want a tassel on it, then all is good. So that's that one. Oh, Binks! What? Okay. It's just sitting there staring at me. These glasses do my head in. Because they slip all the time, I need to go and get them adjusted, because they slip all the time. It pulls my hair out here and I end up with big loops, and usually Ellie's the one that's telling me, Mum, you got loops. So because they slide, it's constantly pulling my hair out. Anyway, the next one, this is one I was doing it ages ago and I was trying to get through her face, and it got put away and I just genuinely forgot about her, and it is this one. There's a couple of stitches I think I've done wrong, but that's not entirely my fault. It's because they have 2 coloured squares. You've got a light red and an orange, and they're kind of similar, and I think that's evident. So this is where we're at. In the camera she looks awesome, absolutely awesome. Are those stitches still to be done? Yes, that's why they look weird. I've still got to do these ones. But, is it that eye? Yes. I've got 2 green stitches right there, and I don't think they belong there. The other colour, which is very similar, I think it was like a dark tan colour, like we've got for her nose here. I think it was meant to be there for that. Looks like her eyebrows, but it's not. It's part of her headdress. Yeah, it's part of her headdress, not her eyebrows. But on camera, her face looks awesome. It is 11 count, so it's 3/1, and I'm not entirely sure if I ever wrote down where it came from. I did, paint some way. On camera she looks great. Her eyes are not finished, so they still need a bit of work. But I've almost finished her mouth, almost. I'm just not liking this bit of shadow here, because it kind of messes with the look of her mouth. But I'm going to keep going. We'll see how she goes. My next one is... Why? Is this one. Happy Halloween. Yep, that's what it's called. And it's from One Day Saving. I wish they'd dye their fabric so you don't have to stitch all the background. But I suppose it would wash off when you wash off the stamping, so I'm not sure how that would work. Anyway, obviously you'll have a picture of where it was before. This is something else that I've only really touched in the last few days. 14 count 2/1. Now I can tell you what I've done here. Some of this purple, if not all of that purple, a little bit more coming down here. I've started the ghost, and I've done this here, the rest of the fence, the chimney, and the witch and the bat. I like doing the background when it's not a full square, like when you've got other details in that square that take up space. It stitches so much faster. So I do a bit around what I've done, and then I'll go up here and do a bit that's annoying, and then I'll switch to part of the pattern itself, and then I'll go back and do a bit more on the lilac. But it looks great so far. She's left out because I was actively working on her and the rainbow hair lady. I just kind of mix and match as I go. Now, I'm not sure how much I've touched this one. Excuse me, I can feel it right there, and I don't want to cough. If I knock you, I'm sorry. It's an 11 count kit. Give me a second, I need to find the cover. I have got stuff everywhere, I'm telling you. That's... is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's this one. Can you just put that down? I haven't touched this in quite a little while, but I figured I'd better get on with it. Now, for those of you that are new, I charted the words myself because the words on the pattern, I've written over the pattern, haven't I? So you're not even going to tell. But yeah, I had to do the words myself because they weren't going to show up whatsoever. Let me just show you those. Stop. See, I charted them all myself, otherwise they weren't going to show at all. I don't think I did a bad job. But it does mean that some of it has to have backstitch because of the thickness of the letter changes, like in the calligraphy style. So some of it is going to be backstitched at the end. Hence why it doesn't look like much right now. Just pop that back in its bag. So, here is going to be some backstitch, like on the E there, the O and the V. So I've just got to fill that in. All the words are done. Do you know what? I'll show you when I can get the clip off. All the words, bar the backstitch, are done. Let me just pop that down so I can hold it up a bit better. I even recharted the hearts because they weren't, I had to move them if I remember right. So all the words are done, bar the backstitch. Now I've just got to do all the background. And what I've done this week, or these last few days, is the background in here. I'm slowly filling out this moon. So I've gone up here. It was a green square if I remember right, like this. And it's gone all up there. So I am working on it slowly. Got a mini there as well. 11 count, 3 over 1. Forgive me. Is it just one more now? Yeah. Bar my pandemic knitting. Anyway, this one, my last stitching piece, is this one. This is the one I've actually felt like working on the last few days. And I'm still plumbing away in this corner with the Dalmatians. But I was just about to say I've decided to switch it out from my other Disney piece. But I don't know, I still feel like working on this one. I've taken the clip off it as well. Anyway, this is where we're at. Now, oh my goodness, stop. Sorry guys. I've done some more of this white. I've not finished in there yet, but I took a break. So I filled in some more down here, some more in here, and some more along here as well. I've done, oh, I've covered it up, look, with my tablet. Hold on, 678 stitches. Not a massive amount, but 678 is pretty good. And I'm itching to move past. I'm not sure whether to keep going this way. I'll go up. What do you reckon? This way is just more Dalmatians. But I suppose it'd be good to get them done and out the way. It's on 25 count, 1 over 1 full cross, all CXC threads, and I have never had an issue with any of them. Never. I don't know what to do now. Do I swap it out or do I not? I want to, but I don't. I'll decide later. Because it'll just annoy me. If I feel like it, I might just work on that this afternoon and then put it away and switch it out. I don't know. Anyway. Go away. Let me just shut this one. Because that's... No! Something got caught in the zip. We don't want to do that. Now my pandemic. You're just going to fall, aren't you? I can never get that thing to stand. Let me just go. View the PDF. Actually, that one would be better on the side, won't it? This is Pandemic. Excuse me. It is a cross stitch pattern. If you're new to my channel, I found someone who was knitting a cross stitch. Pandemic as well, I think. And I absolutely fell in love with the idea, but she was doing it one-sided, and I found a lady on YouTube called Izzy Knits. She was doing it, not Pandemic, but another one, both-sided. So that's what I've done. My goodness. It's really annoying me now. I really don't want to cough. How have I ended up with that in my lap? No idea. Anyway, I have done an extra 11 rows. And I keep my balls safe, and it keeps my needles from making loops in my work. Okay, so 11 rows. So that's counting the one on the needles too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the bottom of these two whites here, upwards, is what I've done so far. So I've got past the top of this diamond here. And then we go the same again. So I finished all that down there. Still absolutely loving it. How each row just changes. I mean, you can have a lot of background on one. You know, lots of plain background. And then on the next row you've got like one of each stitch constantly changing. And the end. Now, my edges aren't the best because of the way I do it, but I am just going to go in with maybe a single crochet or something after when I'm finished and just go all the way around just to hide that. I've got to figure out the back stitch as well yet, but that's one half, and that's the right side as well because you've got my initials TH, and then the other half of that. Now can I flip it? Hold on, I'll just take the wool off so I can flip it around and show you the opposite side. So that diamond was white in the background on the other side, and this was the opposite way around as well. And then if you fancy a change, you can just flip it over and have whatever you like showing. I think I've nearly done 100 rows. Where's mine? Oh yeah, it's in the folder. I don't use pattern key because it's awkward because I can't mark off the background stitches, so I still work from the chart. And as you can see, I colour it in as I go. And I've done 98 rows. This dot right here represents 100. No, it doesn't. It's the other side, woman. That there represents 100. So when I've got to there, I've only got another 149 rows to go. So double that plus half again. And I have had a couple of people ask me that they'd like me to do a video on how to do it, and I am more than happy to do that. I just, when I got asked, I was full of flu and there was just no chance of me doing very much. So I apologise. I did say to them, I've got flu, give me time to get over it and I will do it. That's annoying. Oh no, that's not the ball. I've got balls of wool everywhere because when I get them from the shop, I don't leave them as they are, because when I get to the end it's so knotted, it's unreal. So I'd rather just sit there and wind them all into a proper ball. So I've got balls of black and white balls of wool just sitting over here waiting to be used. But I do it every time I get a new ball. I roll it into another ball. Let's just put the wool back on my needles. There we go. Now they can't poke my fabric. Let's roll it up. Now, why are you getting involved? Thank you. Still having a blast with that. Already planning my next one. I probably shouldn't yet, but I am. I did start another one, but I was doing it single-sided, and it was Castles in the Air by Long Dog Samplers, but I've since undone it. I don't like the single-side ones. I don't know if it's just me, but like the background colour seems to show through on the rows. Columns. Yeah. So that's not for me. Double-sided is absolutely me, and I absolutely have fun doing it. Right. I don't think there's anything else to say except I have recently started a new TikTok. I have posted a couple of things on there of things I've done. I haven't posted anything lately because I've been ill, but I do want to like do progress pictures on my pandemic and stuff. So I'll put the link to that down below. If you want to go and follow me, follow me. If you don't, that's fine. It's not for everyone. But I like it on there. There's a lot of other people that do TikToks too, with knitting and whatever. So link will be in the description anyway. I don't think there was anything else. No, I don't think so. I think that was it. Okay, guys. Upcoming is going to be my end of year whip parade. I'm not so sure about my stamped ones because that's going to take a while. I've got like 3-4 tubs worth now of stamped cross stitch kits. But I am going to do my counted ones for sure. So I'll do a whip parade. And you'll see where I've got to this year. Some of them I still haven't touched yet. And then I've also got to do the knitting one on how I do my knitted pandemic, so everyone else can have a go. So keep your eyes open for them. I'm not sure when they'll be, but anyway, guys, it's Christmas this week, so happy Christmas to all of you, or Merry Christmas, whichever way you choose to say it. I hope you all have a wonderful time with your family. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holidays. Have a great week, guys. But as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.